and welcome to another Musician Reacts. Today we are checking out the band Fear Factory and this song is Recode. This is a new song that dropped as of June the 18th, so of June the 18th 2021, because you never know how long these videos last on the system. So yeah, I've done a couple of Fear Factories. I know Fear Factory back from the 90s. Remember on the Demanufacture tour and checking them out there and watching them live and all that sort of, and I think yeah, I think everyone remembers them from that earlier stage, and then all the changes they went through, and Head Crusher and stuff like that. So yeah, interesting band. So I'm looking forward to going back and checking them out because I haven't really listened to them a lot of times. The last time I probably did it, Bertsy Bell, vocalist, I remember seeing a live performance and just hearing how raw and messed up his vocals were, and that really made me not want to go back and revisit. So I wanted to come back and see what this was all about. They've been around since the mid-90s. Listed as groove metal, industrial metal, I would kind of go, there's definitely an industrial element, but I would definitely throw some death stuff into there as well. They've been around since like late 80s, sorry, early 90s, 89 onwards. They've done quite a lot of albums in different lineups. Really, I was only around for it for Demanufacture and Obsolete. After that, I really lost any interest in the band whatsoever. We're going to go through it. We'll break down some lyrics at the end. Of course, if you like the video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share. There is no pausing, there is no talking during the video. I'll share thoughts and feelings at the end. Let's get to this. Count it in. 3, 2, 1. Go!
The world we know has suffered from the system we once knew. Our values were twisted and defiled by the machine, but resistance is growing stronger. We will fight for our future. Humanity depends on us. Do not let our enemy prevail. If you are listening to this, you are the resistance.
There we go, Fear Factory and Recode. Okay, so let's check it out. Some details about it. So I would actually kind of say with Machine, they were saying about like Fear Factory has lots of different influence or sound styles. So industrial, grindcore. There's some people throwing in the new metal, and I was thinking it was quite interesting. They were one of the first bands I'd heard that had gone for this kind of more hardcore move away from the death metal, where you couldn't understand what they were saying, but a real gruff kind of throaty metal. But then I was thinking, I wonder if they were an influence for bands like In Flames and stuff. But then realised that actually In Flames came out at the same time. They were like 89, 90 as well. So there was just a whole host of bands, and I just missed them. It was just probably this was the band that I'd heard and never really delved into that. But when I talk about sort of styles, Machine Head, yeah, that's what I'm going down that route anyway. Sorry. When I talk about styles of Fear Factory, the musicianship style reminds me more of Machine, so I'd almost call them machine metal because it's very rhythmically very impactful. There's lots of dynamics going on there. So they play exactly what I think. Yeah, it reminds me very much of things like Obsolete, similar to that sort of album. Vocals from Burton C. Bell is exactly how you expect them to be. The gruff, heavy sort of stuff going on there, followed by the kind of the soaring, clean stuff that he always does, which is very distinctive to Burton C. Bell. There are so many bands out there that have got this style now that I've obviously been opening my eyes to the world of reactions to these bands. There are so many bands that do that switch between the gruff to the clean, to the clean to the gruff, etc. Just to showcase sort of dynamics, etc. So I wouldn't put. I would say Burton C. Bell's got a very unique sound, but it's not one of my favourites in any shape or form. There'll be bands like when you talk about people like Howard Jones, who's got the heavy and could go to that really soaring, clean stuff. They're on a different level in my opinion, but I think it sounded very good. I don't know how much of that is production versus singing, because everything I've seen of him in the studio doesn't sound. I saw some video footage of Burton C. Bell in the studio, but again, I don't know when that was taken. Apparently the vocals were, this has come out in 2021, this album, and he recorded his vocals back in 2017 before the split with the band. So now just Dino is the only original member left in Fear Factory. I thought it was interesting. It got the lyrics at the beginning of the video. It's kind of pulled. It makes me think about pulling up that lyric, double checking it. It makes me think it was pulled from a Terminator film. Because I swear I've heard that speech before. Then you get into the rest of the lyrics. Now the rest of the lyrics, there's not a huge amount of them. There's just a hell of a lot of repetition, and that's something that makes me that I kind of have in the back of my head that Fear Factory did a lot of lyric repetition. The same as like bands like Static X, a lot of lyrical repetition. So we've got a video that's kind of going down the route of Terminator. Yet lyrically we've got Imagine Your Life taken from you. Imagine your life. Now all you see is change in you. Now open your eyes. Open your eyes. Which I guess could be kind of thrown into that concept of the Terminator, something taking over. But then we've got this main lyric line which repeats quite a lot through the rest of the track, which is why deny life you dream why deny life you dream about. That's because you really want the line to say why deny the life you dream about, but syllable wise it's probably too difficult to get it in. Why deny your dreams? Why deny life you dream about? Why deny your dream? So the issue there is no one's dream's going to have it. It's got a future with Terminators in. Maybe the dream is to dream about there being no Terminators left, but I don't think anyone's ever going to deny that. So that's where I'm getting a little bit of a struggle with what this is all about in relation to a Terminator inspired video. Then it goes into the line of a generation gets left behind, degenerate, I break away from my soul to keep, I break away, I break away. So I think this is then becoming a little bit more political at this point, and has nothing to do with Terminator type concepts. But I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit of a loss. I think maybe the Terminator element is a metaphor for not becoming the machine that people want you to be, and to live your be the dream or live the dream. When they say a generation gets left behind, so don't become that generation, break away from it, keep your own soul, break away, don't deny the dream that you dream about, be that dream. So maybe that's what they're trying to talk about. So maybe it's about trying to not be swayed by the rules or what people keep telling you to do, and hence though they pull that element of the Terminator as a good sort of starting point maybe. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, cool track. Quite liked it. I'll definitely check out the rest of the album. And it'll be interesting to see what happens now with Bertonsy Bell out of Fear Factory. What happens for the future? Will it still be a Fear Factory without Bertonsy Bell? What vocal style will there be? Who knows? But we will definitely keep an eye on that one as a future video. Now, if you like this video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share. And remember, always be yourself. If you, unless you can be Batman, then always be Batman. Take care.